close as the ground beneath you. And now, journey to the center of the Earth.
Volcanoes, the boundaries of the Earth, ladies and gentlemen, where the very wheels of planetary evolution still turn. And where, I am here to tell you, you will find the only viable doorway to the inner world.
Doorway to what?
The inner world. Egyptians, Greeks, the Norse, Romans, all told of vast inhabitable regions beneath the Earth. The same people who gave us science, logic, astronomy. This volcanic bubble, if you will, is just one of thousands that weave a path to the Earth's core. Estimated at over 3,000 miles across and as high in places as 5,000 feet, you could slide the entire United States into it. If one had proper craft, it could descend into a live volcano.
Is this a joke?
No, they could descend into a live volcano, where enormous temperatures weaken the geological crust to just the solid side of liquid. Then a sonic blast of suitable amplitude could open a momentary doorway to the inner world. It's very clear, it's possible.
You're crazy when they call you a lunatic, a crackpot, a dreamer. Why won't they believe?
Those minds can't be forced open. Put a move on it. I've got a surprise for you. They really call me a dreamer? Put a move on. Huh? Behold, the Geo Explorer. Will it work? There's only one way to find out. Forward. Ever forward.
Roger, Mountain Base. 4 moving to position over in the alley. Where you still at? Fine in 52 minutes and counting. Confirmed? Hold for an update on that mobile one. Side flow reading coming in now.
Graphs are all starting to flight close to our launch threshold, Control. The rate of lava shift seems like it's rising. Fast.
That's a Roger, Mountain Base. You confirm on lava shift, Firebird. Over.
No question, Chief. Lava flows on the north base are doing twice what they were on our last check.
And we're showing a new breakup near the south rim, Firebird. Can you check it out?
Acknowledged. On our way to confirm now. Don't know how close we can get with these temperatures, but...
The center dome is letting go, Control. Repeat. Center dome is now letting go.
Oh, my God. It's gonna blow.
Control to Harley. It looks like it's got to be now or never, Jim. Your call.
This is Firebird. That's a Roger on south rim breakup. Ongoing in close to the eyeball on the dome. Oh, it could be any minute now.
Chris! Colin! Put a move on! It's happening now! This is it! This is it!
I'm telling you, Colin, all you gotta do is agree. My uncle will go along with it.
No, Chris. Once your uncle sets his mind to something, that's it.
All non-essential personnel must clear the area. Repeat.
We're going in, Colin. Now!
Uncle Jim, take me instead.
Now! We have been through this.
No, wait!
If we wait any longer, nobody will go in.
But Colin says the decision is yours. He'll stand aside.
Buckle up, Colin.
Aye, sir.
I need you here. You know all the work I've done, all the research. You're the only one who understands, who believes like I do. If something happens,
I need to know there'll be someone who'll carry on. Maybe come and get me if I get lost. Wait! Hands here!
Minus 1 minute.
Take this. Now you gotta come home. 'Cause I want it back. Forward. Ever forward.
This is Control to Geo Explorer. Jim, do you read me? Roger, Control. Report now. Confirming launch coordinates.
Sooner the better, boys. Coming hot and heavy down there now.
Thank you, Firebird. Raise Geo Explorer into launch position. Minus 60 seconds. Mobile unit, this is Control. Confirm telemetry and tracking from your position, please. Minus 45.
We got him. It's working.
That's a Roger. Thank you. Jim? Coordinates confirmed. Beginning engine reignition check. Now.
Control, this is Mountain. Seismic activity increasing fast. Suggest you launch as soon as possible. Repeat, as soon as possible.
3-2 Mountain Base. Minus 15 seconds.
Control, our readings indicate the eruption has started. Can you confirm, Firebird?
Affirmative. Eruption has begun. It's gonna rip wide open any second now.
Jim, we're not sure you can launch in time.
I won't turn back now. We're going in, damn it.
All units, evacuate now.
Prepare to fire engines on my mark.
Central freighter drawing down, Control. You've got 10 seconds, maybe less.
Geo Explorer, this is Control. Final countdown engaged. Ship turning into final launch angle now. All systems are go. And you are ready for release. Good luck, Jim.
Now.
Ship is away. Repeat, ship is away. Geo Explorer, this is Control. Do you copy? Over. Jim, this is Control. Come in, please. Over. Firebird, this is Control. Can you confirm ship status? Over.
Negative, Control.
A chance in hell.
Geo Explorer, this is Control. Do you copy? Over.
No way they lived through that. I'm sorry, Mr. Turner. Chris? Chris? Mr. Turner?
Mr. Wentworth, we'll see you now. We'll see you now. We'll see you now.
Yes, yes.
Yes, he'll have to call you back. Mr. Turner, would you follow me, please? Mr. Wentworth is ready for you now.
Welcome, Mr. Turner. Thanks for coming.
Thank you, sir. Your uncle's theories are a hobby of mine.
Brilliant man, Jim Harlick. Unorthodox, yet a free thinker. Priceless commodity, a mind like that. Which is why you're here.
Exactly. Now, sir, I have factored out my uncle's seismic predictive methods.
We're aware of your results.
Excuse me. Christopher Edison Turner, Dr. Margot Peterson. Oh, I'm sorry. You know one another?
We've met. Dr. Peterson and I come from opposite sides of the scientific tracks. Why is she here?
Dr. Peterson is head of my research division. I thought you were aware of that.
No, sir, I wasn't.
I'm a futurist, Mr. Turner. I'm concerned with where we're going. We're rushing headlong into oblivion. Pollution, overpopulation, apathy. We live in a planetary community, Mr. Turner. My father was making billions destroying the surface. I used my allowance to tunnel under it. Life in outer space is centuries off. Inner space is not. You are not the only one, for varying reasons, who is intent on going under. whereas I am the only one rich enough to risk paying for it.
And that's why I'm here, sir. And this is how I'm going to get there. 4 crew, powered by thermal steam turbines, once we're under. And this is going to render all previous tunneling technology obsolete.
Sonic blaster. Behold, the Avenger.
182 feet long, 200 tons, fully loaded with a 4-inch thick solid titanium hull on a triad of all-terrain treads. 7 crew with room for 3 more. Self-generating fuel supply, completely omnifibious in nature. The Sonic 4 units are incorporated in...
You stole my design, my research!
Liberated your ideas, Mr. Turner, expanded them, and started construction almost 2 years ago. Soon. Or come on board as a full partner, Captain Turner. There's just one condition.
What's that?
Dr. Peterson goes with you.
What?
As my personal representative, if you like. Well, she's been with the program from the beginning. She'll co-supervise mission preparations. And you will, of course, be in command, Captain, once the mission is underway. It's an irrevocable condition, Mr. Turner. Decide. I'm an insanely busy man.
For what it's worth, Turner, you've made the right choice. Now, should we discuss the rest of the crew?
Fine. Who'd you have in mind?
Dr. Tetsu Ishikawa of the Biobotanical Institute. She's the world's foremost authority on plant-based food sources and the ship's medical officer.
Good. Done. Here's the rest of the crew.
Unacceptable. Unacceptable. Unacceptable.
Miss Peterson, when's the last time your life was in danger? I mean, besides some virus jumping out of a petri dish at you.
What does that have to do with it?
Assembling this team is about balance. We can't go poking around worlds unknown with a bunch of lab coats. There's an inherent risk factor.
I'm well aware of the risk.
No, not risk. Risk factor. A statistical variable defining response to danger and the unknown. The stuff that attacks the lizard brain in all of us, and then either cripples you or makes you stronger. Lab coats have never been exposed to that. These people have. In fact, they like it. These 3 fit every conceivable physical situation we could possibly encounter.
Sandra Miller, psychologist and champion rock climber.
Also spelunker. Master caver.
Anthony Lestrella, world's youngest jet aircraft test pilot and video game champion.
Has the world's fastest hand-eye reaction time.
Joe Briggs,
Ex-Navy SEAL. Still holds the all-time solo descent diving record.
this only makes 6 crew members. What about the 7th?
Well, I haven't got a recent photo, but it's Dr. Cecil Chalmers.
What?
The decision's already made. There's nothing you can do about it.
You can't be serious. What possible function could that supernatural crackpot...
Dr. Chalmers is the categorical expert on legendarology and all mythic lore dealing with the inner world.
So what?
Of what there is to know about where we're going. He knows everything. He advised my uncle.
Did your uncle a lot of good?
Closed minds. Miss Peterson. Every great civilization has stories of a vast, magical inner world. My uncle believed that. Chalmers knows it. And that is why I'm going down there, to prove it.
You haven't sold out, Chris. Now, not another word. You made the right decision. Besides, Wentworth may have stolen your ideas, but once we're under, we will have effectively stolen his ship, so to speak. By Jove, it's brilliant. Our Monday week as ordered. Captain.
Oh, no, not to worry. It's just turkey expanding.
Oh, I got this one.
Oof. I think I'm in love.
Hey! Can't you read? You touch this stuff the wrong way, boom. All they find is a shoe heel.
Thank you, my man.
Now, it's critical you all appreciate the danger of this project, constituting a risk factor 10 times that of any NASA mission to date. If you decide to sign on, you'll be paid $1 million in cash. The mission should take 6 months.
Hey, not that I couldn't use a cool milk. Maybe get me a portion or two. But, Captain, I couldn't help but notice we're sitting on the edge of one of nature's time bombs.
Is there something you're not telling us, Captain?
Everything you need to know is detailed in the manuals once you've signed the contracts and secrecy agreements.
According to our data, within a year, Mount Oliver is due for a major eruption. Now, our training and preparation is scheduled to be completed in 6 months, well ahead of the window of opportunity. Now, at that time, we will launch, administering a sonic blast to the molten lava, opening a momentary doorway to the inner world.
That about wraps it up, Turner. I'll take that return ticket now.
You haven't heard everything yet, Mr. Briggs.
I heard enough. Now, I've dived everything from oil to toxic waste. Even did a gig in a nuclear reactor once because some fool dropped his Walkman in it. But I have never heard of anybody diving through solid damn rock.
Not solid, liquid.
Right. Liquid damn rock. Do you know what kind of temperatures you're talking about?
We're not free diving through magma, Briggs.
Well, then how in the hell are we supposed to get down there? In a sub?
Not exactly. Welcome to your new home, the Adventure.
Oh, Margot, it's incredible.
You gotta be kidding me.
At large, don't you think, Chris?
Reminds me of myself in many ways.
Ah!
Jeez. You broke it.
No, next time I break it.
The systems, Mr. Chalmers, required a housing of this size. No more, no less.
What if we encounter a subterranean sea?
The Adventure is completely amphibious in nature. Like a frog. No, that's a dual environment species. This is omniphibious. Not all terrain, any terrain.
We're gonna fly this.
Yes, for Estrella, we are. We're also going to drive it and tunnel it through the earth.
What's the power source?
It's in the reactor chamber, back this way, just ahead of the main thrusters.
Nice.
60 pounds of synthetic, fusionable, self-regenerating material. Has indefinite range.
No stops at Texaco.
Damn straight.
I still don't get it. It's so big. How can we possibly move around down there? I mean, what if you run into, like a really small cave or something?
I thought you'd never ask. That's why I designed the sonic blaster.
And why I perfected it. We've prepared a small demonstration. With your permission, Captain?
Absolutely. It's over this way, people.
Commence with the sonic bore test, Tom.
Now hear this. Now hear this. Sonic bore firing.
Everybody
in
ready?
20 seconds. Clear the area. All personnel, clear the area.
Power grid engaging. Target coordinates locked and final. All systems green and ready to fire on command.
Prepare to fire. Tested the sonic bore on every existing geostructure known to man. Nothing withstands it.
When do we go inside?
Right now! If anyone has any reservations about the project, now's the time to decline.
Oh, Captain,
I wouldn't miss it for the world. Well, all right. Put 'em on then. We got a lot of work to do.
This is great. No admission charge, no parking problem, and a great movie right here on NBC.
Made even better with our great tasting popcorn. If I do say so myself.
Well, Grandpa, great movies and great popcorn go hand in hand. And Orville Redenbacher's is the lightest and fluffiest around. And that's because we do one thing and do it better than anyone.
Bloodlines, based on the true murder case, NBC Monday.
Looks like we're almost out of popcorn.
Well, let's make another batch before the movie starts again.
Good.
Before you pull it over, slip it on, zip it up, caress to feel softer. Before you button it up, slide it on, wrap it round, caress. It's the first step to feeling beautiful. It's the moisturizing body bar with bath oil. Caress leaves skin softer than soap can. Before you tie it up, clip it on, step on in, or step on out. Before you dress, caress.
Children all across America won't taste our medicine, and we couldn't be happier. Thanks to new Children's Tylenol suspension. We surround our fever medicine with rich cherry flavor so your child won't taste it. New suspension, only from Children's Tylenol.
To clean between your teeth, you could steam clean them. Or get the new Reach Between toothbrush with clever new ripples that reach between teeth for a vigorous clean. The new Reach Between toothbrush for all the very hard-to-reach places.
Hello, my name's Dave Doe. My name is Justin Knudsen.
Mi nombre es Marina Rivera.
I provide international services for MCI. MCI Friends and Family has always been a great plan for those who are calling international destinations. That's because you can save an additional 20% on calls to one special person outside the United States. Now MCI announces even better news. Very good news. Wonderful news. You can now save that extra 20% on 2 international numbers. 어떤 한국 분들에서 for 20% less on 2 international numbers. And it's free.
If you're looking for a luxury coupe that makes driving fun again, the Eldorado Touring Coupe hits the mark. Because only its advanced North Star system brings together a 295 horsepower V8, road-sensing suspension, and traction control standard, making it the car you'll want to drive first and every day thereafter. The Eldorado Touring Coupe with the North Star system, changing the way you think about American automobiles.
September 1985, a mother and father are murdered. But the biggest tragedy is that their own sons could have done it.
How the hell are we going to come up with 400 grand?
The insurance money was paid almost immediately.
The kids at school say he did it.
Based on the most shocking true murder case of the decade. Bloodlines, NBC Monday.
NBC salutes all of the winners of the 1993 Soap Opera Awards, including Days of Our Lives, voted Outstanding Daytime Drama. Congratulations.
To be honest about it, I was still burning inside from Wentworth having stolen my work. But that first day when the crew all signed on and came aboard, I realized if this whole crazy project was going to get off the ground, I'd have to put that behind me now. For reasons I can only guess at, Wentworth had put me in charge. I was their captain. And it didn't take long to see that was bound to be as much of an adventure as getting to the center of the earth.
Don't even think about it.
Like cramming these 7 Type A gonzos in a titanium tin can for the next 6 months and keeping them from blasting holes in each other. Not that the adventure didn't have its creature comforts, but it was clear my job was going to be looking past even what Margot's whiz-bang computer could see.
Whoa.
We're outfitted for every possible circumstance that Devin could anticipate.
Hey, you know, Captain, I think I'll bunk right here.
I don't think that would be appropriate.
Who's Devin?
Sounds like a babe to me.
Digital Electroplasmic Virtual Intelligence and Navigator. Devin for short.
Good morning, Devin.
Good morning, Captain Turner. Is this the crew?
Yes, it is. This Dr.
Tetsu Ishikawa, your work precedes you, Doctor. I've so looked forward to meeting you. And you, Dr. Chalmers. I hope we have time for lengthy conversation.
Indeed. She controls every system on the ship, Cecil. I wouldn't mess with her.
Devin, if you please.
The upper deck stations control the geoscience evaluation systems, while all other mechanical and operational modes from sonic bore deployment to flying are controlled from the flight deck. Navigation shares a redundant link with Dr. Peterson.
I had to admit, Devin gave new meaning to the word database. But I still wasn't about to just follow the bouncing ball, no matter how many megabytes she had up her sleeve. At least not when hanging 10 on the edge of an active volcano, which I knew could have the nasty habit of ignoring everyone's projections. And all the more reason to get right down to business. Step 1 was to have Margot familiarize our crew with the ship. Of course, knowing Lestrella, he was in a hurry to just get, well, familiar. And the truth was, Margot did seem more at home programming Devin. When it came to anything high-tech, no question, Margot was in a class by herself. But somehow she couldn't seem to cut much slack for us mere humans. Fortunately, I knew Sandy and her smile would be as good at pulling us all together as she was at scaling mountains. Not to mention the famous Dr. Tetsu Itsukawa, who had her own curious formula for uniting the crew. Oh, Margaret was right. Tetsu was first-rate as a medical officer. But you hauled all of us in for so many tests, Briggs took to calling her Marcus Welby. I don't think he meant anything by it. Hell, within the first week, Briggs had picked a nickname for most of us. So I'm sure it was just a coincidence, but when the time came for us to gather in the galley and try out some of Tessu's more bionic grub, well, for some reason, she seemed to think Briggs was the man for the job.
Meatloaf.
I'm not sure, but I don't think he ever called her Marcus Welby after that. I mean, it didn't take a rocket scientist to know it would be tough enough learning to get comfortable in such tight quarters without looking to rattle each other's cages. And that, I'm afraid, included Chalmers' beloved Briar number 12. Not exactly a big hit with fitness freaks like Briggs and Sandy. So I had no choice but to tell him, Cecil, where there's smoke, there's mutiny. Besides, where we were going, there was likely to be enough smoke even for his taste. And one good look at the volcano cooking outside was all it took to settle that question and remind everyone that we were training on borrowed time.
2 months, 15 days till operational readiness.
I knew Devin could keep good time, but wary of putting all our eggs in her basket, I had Margot build us a holographic navigation unit so we could eyeball our way through the inner world if it came down to that. And I started drilling with Lestrella until he could not only fly the Adventure without me, but deploy and fire the sonic bore blindfolded if necessary. I needed to be sure this ship and crew could survive, even if, for some reason, I didn't. Briggs was assigned with ship security and backup on navigation. And I told Margot to program a series of emergency drills for us, running the gamut from an onboard fire to an all-out crash. Like my uncle's Geo Explorer, the Adventure was one of a kind. And while we could guess how the ship might react if things got gnarly, what the crew would do was another story. But whether Margot and I chose well or we just got lucky, I was glad to see they all came through it like the pros they are. And then there was the so-called Book of Knowledge. I thought I recognized a picture of it in Wentworth's office, and I was sure Chalmers could fill me in if anyone could. Well, he did one better by revealing what he claimed was an actual piece of this magical book, supposedly coughed up by Vesuvius over a century ago. And frankly, I had trouble keeping a straight face about it all, but Chalmers, well, he wasn't laughing. According to Devon, the eruption was still months off. But it didn't look that way when I go out and walk the rim alone at night. I knew this ship and crew were ready for anything. But then it never fell to me to be the captain of a mission like this before. So maybe what was troubling me was whether or not I was ready.
Dr. Chalmers, Hiram Wentworth.
Very nice to meet you. A great enthusiast of your work, Dr. Chalmers.
Hi, Mr. Wentworth. Tony Lestrella.
Mr. Lestrella.
Hi, Sandy Miller.
Charmed. A vessel and crew worth drinking to, eh, Mr. Wentworth?
Mr. Wentworth, Bungo Champagne. One of my more favorite synthetics.
Hey, not too shabby.
Say, Doctor, well done.
A speech. A speech. Ah, Chris?
Yes, Mr. Turner. Inspire us. The past 24 weeks haven't been easy on any of us. But your hard work and dedication have paid off. Tomorrow, we're fully operational. One final week of tests to flush out the gremlins in the system. And then we'll just sit on our hands and wait for Old Faithful to blow. Now, I'm not going to stand here and tell you that none of us is in any danger and that everything will be smooth sailing on the journey because, well, that might not always be true. But I will say what we're doing has got to be done. The potential of what we discover could be the salvation of our planet Earth. Thermal energy sources, pure air that could revitalize our atmosphere. The good doctor here might even discover a cure for cancer and who knows what else. I'm so proud to be part of it. And I couldn't have a better crew if I had handpicked every single one of you, which I did. So here's to us, and whatever lays before us, or beneath us, or whatever. We are a team, a unit. We are
The Descenders.
the Descenders.
Descenders.
Senders.
That's cool.
Captain Turner, I detect an unsettling development.
Well, forgive me, Devon. We didn't mean to forget you. You're as much a part of this ship or crew as anyone. To Devon. To Devon.
Captain,
Well, don't just hang there, babe. Say something.
the volcano is about to erupt.
What?
When?
How much time?
According to my calculations, we can make it if we launch in 30 minutes.
This is no drill. Everybody, man your stations. Man your stations. Let's go. Other time will be back in T-10. Let's tell them we're going to full power as soon as your butt hits the seat. If anybody's got any questions, ask them on the run.
What about the systems test we needed? We can test on almost
I
everything.
can't think of a better test than you, Doctor. Let's go, people. Put a move on. We're a minute behind already. Unless you plan on getting your hands dirty, Mr. Wentworth, I suggest you get off my ship.
My ship, Mr. Turner. My ship.
I love it. God, I love it. Keep an eye out. Cross your fingers. Prepare launch sequence on my mark.
Forward scanners, 5x5.
Now.
Launch code initiated. Clear the flight deck.
Jeff, give me heads-up display, eruption status, and countdown readouts.
We are in pre-programmed launch sequence, Captain.
Cancel program and transfer launch control to the helm. You read me?
Affirmative. All monitors up and active. Project full eruption in 3 minutes, and we are at T-minus 2.24 and counting.
Dr. Peterson, give me fuel and booster status.
Boosters armed and fueling.
seconds, Captain.
Prepare for hydraulic lift. Preparing for lift.
Activate lift.
We are now at T-minus 136 and counting.
Stand by to fire main boosters in 4 seconds. Buckle in, everybody. We're going ballistic.
2, 1. We have ignition, Captain.
Now approaching optimum release angle. Ready for launch, Captain.
Come and get me if I get lost. Take it. Now you got some home. Someone is back.
Repeat, we are ready for launch, Captain.
Captain. Captain.
Escape velocity now 3 kilometers per second and rising.
Deploy Sonic 4. Sonic 4, Captain. Deploy. Fire at will.
Now at minus 2 kilometers and descending. Minus 10 kilometers. 20 kilometers. 40 kilometers. 80 kilometers. 150 kilometers. 220 kilometers. 325 kilometers and descent.
Turn to your spin. Activate side thrusters. Negative. I'm not responding. Hit the backup gyro. Now. Coming in too fast. Get her nose up. Hang on. We're gonna hit. We're gonna hit.
You all right?
Sound off. Anybody injured?
I think I'm all right.
I'm okay. Talk about a new ticket.
How bad?
Can't tell. What does Devin say?
Devin?
I detect 7 carbon-based life forms. I presume the crew is intact.
Yes, everyone survived. Get these alarms off, and then I'll need a complete damage report.
All major systems appear to be functional. The sonic bore unit is impacted but repairable. Surface communication is out. I'll need time for further determination.
Have you run self-diagnostics?
I'm battered, but not broken.
I'm going to shut you down to sleep level for a while until I can factor out your potential for error rate.
Maybe you're right. A little rest might be just what the doctor ordered.
Devin?
I shut her down, but her data systems are available.
Can you rely on her to run an atmospheric analysis? We got to check the hull.
Chris, Margot, I'm afraid some of the food has... Well, it's blended itself. It's ruined.
You're breaking my heart.
I should really gather some specimens.
Captain, if you don't mind me asking, what do we do now?
We compile a detailed damage report and effect whatever repairs are necessary for the continuing of the mission.
Continue the mission? Are you all blind? Mission over.
Riggs.
We're finished.
Riggs.
No, I said we get back to the surface.
At ease.
Hey, relax, all right?
According to Devin, the atmosphere is breathable.
What if she's wrong?
That's the hatch. Give me an outside camera.
Sorry for the alarm. You must come and see this, Chris. Talk about breaking through to another world.
Invaders from the overworld with the book. They have a piece of the book. Impossible. The book belongs only to the center realm. If what you say is true, then bring it to me now. Just one more piece added to my own, and I would be free from this living death.
Hey, just look over here.
Briggs, take point. Lestrella, watch our backs.
Behold, the inner world.
How can there be light?
Actually, a self-suspended, subterranean bioluminescent mineral source. To be precise.
Living rock?
And maybe more than just rock. Look at that lake. Where there's water, there's life, right?
And who knows what forms of it we might find here.
Why don't we start by being grateful that we're still alive? All right?
I'll second that in a moment.
Stunning sight if ever I saw one.
Agreed, but we won't be able to explore it unless we get started on some repairs. Turner, the ship.
Well, the design worked. No major structural breach.
Sure hope somebody popped for the insurance.
What the hell was that?
Intruder alert.
Chris?
I hope you're satisfied. Both of you.
What the hell happened here?
You know those credit card commercials where they tell you to jaunt off to someplace with crystal clear water and really strange fruit and don't bother packing because you can charge everything once you get there? This isn't one of them, okay? Any decent credit card can do that. We're taking our MasterCard to the supermarket. How's that for exotic? Now that you mention it, I guess it is kind of exotic. I mean, you've got a MasterCard, they've got the fruit, right? What's a kumquat? Whatever it is, they're $5 for a quarter. You want crystal clear water? They have aisles of it. And now, no card is more accepted on the planet, including supermarkets. So you don't have to worry about exact change or losing your receipt or whether you even remember to record how much your check was for in the first place. It's just another smart way you can use your MasterCard. Only when you get your statement, you don't have a conniption. You just have a record of your grocery spending for the month. And a couple kumquats. MasterCard. It's more than a credit card. It's smart money.
Senior year. For tough headaches, I took Tylenol. But sometimes it didn't get rid of all the pain. Today, I take Advil. For my tough headaches, 2 Advil work better than 2 Tylenol gel caps. I've learned what works better for me. Advil. Advanced medicine for pain.
Day 4 of the show. The magician is performing for the kids. I thought the dancers stole the show last night. I put on quite a show in aerobics this morning. I can see why Royal Caribbean has won so many awards. I can see it in John, our cabin steward, and Ted, our wine steward. Watching people with this much pride is quite a show in itself.
You've got some Royal Caribbean coming.
How do you give low-saturated fat oils like canola a different taste? Add corn oil.
Only new Mazzola Right Blend blends the leading corn oil with canola, with 1 gram of saturated fat per serving.
Blend good taste into your healthy cooking with new Mazzola Right Blend.
You see, this is a list of things I had to do on Monday. This one is everything I had to do on Tuesday, plus what I didn't get done on Monday. Wednesday's list is ridiculous. Thursday's hopeless, and here it is Friday. But things are looking up, because the one thing that I really need to do is go to the bank. And I can do that tomorrow, because Great Western is open Saturday. Even I don't need a list to remember that.
All this week on Today, infertility. It can destroy marriages and shatter lifelong dreams. But now doctors offer new hope through revolutionary techniques.
We're just glad to have a baby any way we can have it.
If you or someone you know suffers from infertility, this is a series you won't want to miss. All this week on Today.
NBC Sunday Night Movie will return following these messages.
Look inside the criminal mind.
You think you left the cops anything to work with?
I sure as hell hope not. Now, a groundbreaking drama takes you inside the mind of the criminal and the cops who must corner them.
These were clever people you were dealing with.
We were lucky it didn't blow up in our faces.
From the producer of Law and Order, Crime and Punishment premieres on NBC Wednesday.
Before we could map out how far the Seville STS would go before its first scheduled tune-up, we first had to create a new map, big enough to chart the durability of Cadillac's Northstar V8, a map that spans 100,000 miles, or the equivalent of 4 trips around the world. The Seville STS with the Northstar system by Cadillac, changing the way you think about American automobiles, 100,000 miles at a time.
A new Hall of Shame and a mystery guest later today.
Journey to the Center of the Earth continues, starring Jeffrey Nordling, Farrah Forkey, and John Neville.
I miss something?
Oh, just Briggs here, shooting up our main control link and a few other miscellaneous but vital relays.
I was shooting at someone. Something. It was in the crew quarters.
Doing what?
I don't know what. Maybe we should check our gear, see if anything's missing.
Oh, wait a minute. Wait a minute. Wait. Let's get this squared away. Did anybody see anything?
Just what or who were we supposed to see, Briggs? We're the only ones down here.
Yeah? Well, then who blindsided me over the back of the head? Huh? How do you explain this?
Oh, come on, man. That's nothing. Look at this.
I got one, too.
Yeah, check this out. All right. Let's go. We got work to do. I trust it's repairable?
I think we can crawl. The flying might take a little doing.
Estrella, Sandy, Briggs, you're with me. I want to set Homer.
Trying to go somewhere. You're out.
You bring me words about strange spirits in this ship of theirs. For the book.
You're out.
Do not anger me with your excuses. It is clear you must have help. Go into the maze and find Katiak of the Crocs and bring him to me. That much I know you can do.
Briggs, be cool, okay? Now listen up, everybody. Try and stay inside of the ship. We're going to rendezvous here in 30 minutes. Then what?
Then we eat.
Maybe I should keep an eye on her. Not to worry. I'll go with her.
Here, this way. Oh, isn't this amazing?
Yes, indeed.
Ah.
Secure.
Activated, Captain. All right, Homer's in place. In case we want to get back.
Just say the word. I'm ready.
Chalmers and Teshua are in there. Come on. Just when I was starting to think Briggs might be seeing things. But it hadn't made an aggressive move since we found it.
With all due respect, Captain, are you out of your mind? First this thing breaks into the ship, then it knocks out Chalmers.
Actually, it was my fault.
It's bigger than any two of us, and you bring it on board ship.
You're out of order, Briggs. The creature's obviously harmless. Now stow the weapon and sit down.
Ik kon hier helemaal niets aan doen. Ik was hier toevallig in de buurt.
You understand what he's saying?
No, but it sounds similar to a Tibetan dialect found in the high Himalayas.
I can't believe this. We found the abominable snowman.
You mean like a Bigfoot?
Please, some respect. Standing in the presence of a life form believed to be extinct, or even non-existent.
If only we could talk to it.
Try this.
A Walkman?
An AIT. Aural impulse transducer. It scans the incoming sounds for patterns of intelligent communication and translates them into something maybe we can understand. I didn't get a chance to test it before we left, so don't expect any miracles.
Works.
How did you get here?
Keep talking. It adjusts for pitch.
How did you get here?
We came here through a volcano in this ship to explore beneath the surface of the Earth. Are there more like you?
I am of a race that lives within this planet.
Where do you live? Where are your people?
I live here, in the maze.
The maze?
I think he's referring to the puzzle of the deep. According to ancient mystics, a portion of the inner world is a tangled web of passages that constantly shift and change direction.
Please, Mr. Chalmers, this is no time for hocus-pocus theories.
Oh, really?
But it is not by chance that I dwell alone in the maze. I must tell you of my crime.
I knew it. It was him that tagged me on the ship. What were you trying to steal?
Briggs. Enough. Sit down.
My people are a gentle race. We live by two commandments. The first one is no harm. We cannot hurt any living thing. But we also live at the hand of fate. It is forbidden to interfere with it in any way. Even saving a life is taboo. A girl was playing at the bottom of a rocky slope. The stones gave way. I grabbed her, saving her life. It just happened. I saw the boulder. I grabbed the girl. I don't know what came over me. It is for this that I was banished to the maze. I shame you with my presence.
No. On the surface, we consider the saving of a life to be a sacred act. Your deed was one of profound courage.
You are jesting.
No, it's true.
Hear me, creature. There are strangers among us now. Come in a great ship from the overworld to destroy you all. But do as I command, and your people will live. Soon I will cause this great ship of theirs to become lost, wtih, and then you and your warriors will find them.
Before we theorize on the future, perhaps we should make decisions about the immediate, such as what to do with your friend here.
You know my vote.
I say we video it, take some blood and tissue samples, and put it back.
I think he'd make an invaluable addition to the crew.
I agree.
We can't take on everything we find down here. This isn't Noah's Ark.
She's right. We know nothing about this thing. That could be a man-eater.
My people are vegetarian.
It's even worse. It's a liberal.
Would you like to join us? Become part of our team?
Oh, yes. Oh.
Well, now that that's settled, what do they call you at home, big guy?
What is your name? How do others recognize you?
Ah, my sound. We are each given one at birth. Mine is...
Pinto.
Oh, Bob's good.
Bubba, Ed, Jack, Bob, anything.
How's Rocky?
George.
Chalmers, you found him, you name him.
Well, it is a name I always wished my parents had called me.
Yeah, the name like Cecil, I'm not surprised.
What is it, Chalmers?
Daedalus. Daedalus is the Greek god of labyrinths and mazes. Father of Icarus. Everybody, say hello to Daedalus.
Yeah, that really rolls off the tongue, doesn't it? Daedalus. Daedal, daddle. Dallas. Dallas. Yeah. That's close enough for me. Dallas. Welcome to the crew.
All right, let's run your checks, keeper. We're going mobile. Tony, we're going to want a tractor clear of this debris. Take her around. 180 hard right. Aye, aye, Captain. Briggs, initiate forward scanner. Margot, set Devon to standby and activate holograph navigation.
Scanner is up.
Setting Devon to standby and HG navigation activated.
Okay, let's truck her out of here, Estrella. Tread circles on and roll. Devon, prepare to fire main engines in maximum lift mode.
Firing sequence engaged and at your controls, Captain. Engines on.
Scanner shows us clear for liftoff in 3 seconds. Activate side thrusters at full, Estrella. Side thrusters on. Devon?
We have liftoff, Captain.
Yes!
We're alive!
Steady she goes, Tony. All right, Margot. Find us a course out of here.
Looks like there's an opening to another cavern. Bearing 227.
227. I got it. Scanner says we're clear. Could be a mile, maybe more. Been a rough start for all of us. But my uncle had been right. There was an inner world. And even at a crawl, I was determined to give it our best shot. I knew Briggs was against keeping Dallas. But for all our high-tech toys, the truth was we were flying blind. And if Dallas could help us get through this maze, then it was worth the risk. But then who or what really did attack Briggs back there? And why?
Scanner shows us clear for that passage. High and to... Wait, check that.
What the?
It's impossible. It's sealing itself off.
And damn fast, too.
Sonic 4 was operational. We could blast our way out.
Full reverse. We're out of here.
Reversing engines now.
Devon, you got some way to analyze this. Just feel free to jump in any time here.
Processing now, Captain.
Wait, Chris. Kill that reverse, man. And check your aft monitors. Look! It's closing off.
Devon?
Hull sensors indicate the passageway is now constricting on all sides.
Is she saying we're going to be crushed? Extend hull stabilizers. Now! Stabilizers extending. Maximum reach. Divert power from main engines to stabilizers and cut off side thrusters. Do it, Lestrella. Briggs, buckle in. Everybody brace yourselves.
Devon, can you give me a hull pressure readout?
Hull pressure now at 12,000 pounds and rising. Pressure now at 18,000 and still rising.
Marco, what's our maximum?
That was the maximum.
We're not going to make it.
Anticipate hull collapse in 30 seconds. 29, 28.
Well, the weekend's almost over. You've probably seen a few car commercials. But in all of them, no one ever said they'd help you if you had a flat, put you up for the night if you had an accident far from home, and would even let you bring your new car back and exchange it. That's because no one else does all that, except Oldsmobile. It's your choice.
How Cynthia Bell eats a Reese's Peanut Butter Cup.
I like to eat them in pieces.
Reese's peanut butter
There's no wrong way to eat a Reese's. From Walt Disney Pictures and Amblin Entertainment.
How far off is this place?
It's pretty far.
They were two extraordinary people,
Nearest town's across that.
Yeah.
forced to set out on an impossible journey. Now, they'll risk everything they have to escape from everyone who tried to stop them. It's an unforgettable story of courage and triumph.
It's America.
A far-off place. Rated PG. Starts Friday, March 12th.
Before you freeze, remember this rule of thumb. Get Ziploc brand freezer bags with the gripper zipper. Tough, tiny teeth you can feel gripping, so you know freshness is locked in, freezer burns out. Do like me. Protect your ears. There's only one Ziploc.
Today we're going to visit the secret fishing hole.
Where would you be without milk? Milk has magnesium. For balance. Riboflavin for agility. It's remarkably slim on calories. And milk has protein to boost your energy.
This is the secret fishing hole?
Sure. Ask anybody.
Milk, it does a body good.
Your neighborhood drugstore is going, almost gone because chain stores and healthcare groups are squeezing out the little guy. Will your pharmacist survive? Monday on NBC Nightly News.
Friday, from actual Secret Service cases, a botched robbery forces a desperate move.
Don't hurt my family. Don't make me.
A new night for Secret Service, NBC Friday at 8, 7 Central.
NBC Sunday Night Movie will return following these messages.
Monday, it's a Fresh Prince. And the guys have a run-in with world champ Riddick Bowe.
Why don't you pick on somebody your own size?
An all-new Fresh Prince. Then a special Blossom as Mom coming home. It's guest star Melissa Manchester. And Blossom lets go of Vinny.
Can we at least be friends?
No.
NBC Monday. September 1985.
You're under arrest.
My husband would never do such a thing.
Two brothers are accused of murder.
How the hell are we going to come up with 400 grand?
He was deeply in debt.
The insurance money was paid almost immediately.
Oh my God, this is horrible.
Of killing their own parents.
What kind of a monster would do that?
Could they have done it?
My husband is innocent.
Based on the most shocking true murder case of the decade. Bloodlines. NBC Monday.
You knock yourself out just getting to your flight. That's why at Alaska Airlines, we figured the least we can do is treat you well once you finally get here.
Dark cold.
Presenting Scotty's Family Size.
Let me blot my lipstick.
This movie is so sad.
With 50 more tissues for about the same price as the other leading brands, Scotty's Family Size
I gotta sneeze.
is the best tissue value
Here you go.
Thanks.
going.
It's a big place, America. But we've all gotten pretty good at getting around in it. So when you're the Bank of America, you put yourself in the right spot so you can be there when people arrive. Banking on America. Bank of America.
No matter how hot that car looks, the wrong gasoline could make your performance fizzle. May we suggest high-octane Chevron Supreme, the only premium with Tetraline, to help fire up your performance. Chevron, simply smarter.
Do not fear the way. It will end soon.
We're gonna die. He's saying we're gonna die.
No. The way of the maze. Fast close, fast open.
What the hell's he talking about? Transfer full power back to main engine and prepare to release the stabilizers. On my mark. Thrusters, Lestrella. Vectoring thrusters now.
We don't know if we can clear that, Turner.
We can't stay here. Mark! Releasing stabilizer. Now a head full for 30
30 meters, then 90 degrees, hard to port when I holler. Got it! Come on! Turn it, Lestrella! Hard to port, 90 degrees! Briggs?
The opening's expanding, but I can't tell you we're gonna fit.
Devin!
Pressure now at 19,000, Captain. But if kept at full power, the engine vibrations will cause a hull rupture in 9 seconds. 8, 7, 6...
Make a braking turn to starboard and cut engines to 1/3. Turning to starboard.
Hull rupture in 4 seconds.
Have a power, Lestrella! I can't! Switch the jams on full!
Rupture in 3 seconds.
Devin, reverse engines, now!
But Captain...
Just do it!
Reversing engine. Negative. Blowback failsafe triggered full engine shutdown.
Yeah. And the hull?
Vibrations falling back within normal tolerances. No rupture.
Nice move. Way to go, guys!
Devin, restart engines, power to 1/3. And when Briggs says it's clear, prepare to take the helm. Oh, and, thanks for listening.
Anytime, Captain.
Now that they fear the maze, their ship will keep to the Great Canyon even as it brings them closer. Go and silence the voice they left to call them back before I give them to the Krog.
Scanner shows we got a clear channel for as far as it can see, Captain.
All right, then I want you all to grab some rest while we got the chance. I'll keep watch up here. I was hoping without the crew around, I could think through what had happened. One instant, this world seemed to want us by the throat, and the next, it was as gentle and amazing as Dallas. But was it really this world, or was there something else I just couldn't see yet?
It's beautiful, isn't it?
Yes, quite. What's your heading?
What's your hurry? Enjoy the...
Mr. Turner, do I have to remind you that at this moment we have lost all relays with our base above?
She had a lousy way of saying it, but I guess that meant Margot was scared of something, too.
What? What did I do? Did I say anything?
What the? No! I've lost Homer.
So have I.
We better go back.
I miss a chance to maybe find out who's been after us since we landed?
After us? Turner, you don't think...
I don't think it's safe to assume our problems are just happening at random, Doctor. Look, just keep us on this course for now and tell the crew break time is over. I want everyone back up on the bridge.
Yes, the invaders draw close. I can feel the presence of the book within their ship now. Then it is time for their journey to end in the fires of the Krog.
Continue bearing on course 195 for... No, wait! Something...
Full stop! Full stop! I see it! Reverse forward thrusters, Lestrella. Let's try and put down on that shelf we just passed before this cavern shifts anymore. Roger, Captain. Reversing and preparing to land. Our full stop. Ease her down. Landing sequence engaged.
Reducing main engines to 1/8 and beginning descent at 15 meters per second.
Switching forward scanners to ground view.
Touchdown in 4 seconds. 3, 2, 1. We have touchdown.
Margot, as soon as we're secured, I want the sonic bore back in operation. If these walls get pushy, I'd like to know we can push back. The rest of you come out with me. I want to check our antenna to Homer. Now, let's hope it's only the antenna. Sandy, Lestrella, check it out. Briggs, keep an eye out. But Briggs, be cool, all right?
I could offer my assistance?
It's not needed.
Oh, really?
What possible help could you be to me, Mr. Chalmers?
Well, let's see. I should remind you I have doctorates in electromagnetic theory, charmed quark physics, and applied systems engineering, along with advanced degrees in 18 other varied subjects. Voila. Care to close, Doctor?
Listen, Professor, I need to say something to you. I apologize.
Whatever for?
I've always rejected anything or anyone connected with the supernatural, and it's affected the way I thought of you.
My dear Miss Peterson, you're simply confused. Let me explain it this way. I believe that science and magic represent mankind's highest aspirations. While at first they seem like opposing forces, at some point, their paths converge.
If minor arthritis pain and muscle aches make you feel closed in, and the lingering odor of pain-relieving rubs makes you want to stay in, now there's a way out. Introducing Daytime Bengay, specially formulated with a vanishing scent. It's a new day for Bengay. The pain-relieving power lasts for hours, but the scent disappears in minutes. Escape from pain with vanishing scent Daytime Bengay.
Thanks to Smart Rate from the Discover card, interest charges now have a whole new bottom line. Smart Rate, currently as low as 14.9%. It pays to Discover.
What makes us all the same is that we're all different. And for us individuals, AT&T introduces the I plan, long distance that fits the way you live, because it's based on your life. I is for calling plans without complications, people who speak your language, and doing things that used to be impossible from almost anywhere on Earth. Imagine having your own I plan. I is for individual, only from AT&T.
Light. It is the first element of creation. Nothing brings it more elegantly or shapes it more beautifully than Anderson windows and patio doors. Come, live in the light of Anderson windows. Come home to Anderson.
Guys, get a whiff of this. What? Oh, that's very nice.
It's like a petunia.
Breath Savers, with its cool minty core, gives you the ultimate fresh breath. Breath Savers.
There are lots of firsts in life where First Interstate Bank just can't help you. But there are firsts where First Interstate can be a big help, like helping you fulfill a dream. Then we'll do everything possible to make it come true. And because there's so many times when no one can help you, when it comes to banking, come to First Interstate Bank, and we'll go out of our way to help you, as long as we can.
She had a love affair with America. Marilyn. Her death shrouded in mystery.
I can rehearse tomorrow.
There may not be a tomorrow, but when she tempts Sam...
Come on in.
Every man that ever met her fell in love with her.
He will change history.
Don't let her die.
You saved my life.
Quantum Leap, For the Love of Marilyn, NBC Tuesday.
Amnesia. A woman lost without a past, but when unsolved, told her story. See how you brought her back home. A new mystery update. Then, an interrogation that will leave you breathless.
Look me in the eyes, and you tell me that you did not do it.
An all-new homicide after unsolved mysteries. NBC Wednesday. Arresting television.
All right, come on, everybody, bring it in. Let's go.
my God, look!
Hold your fire. Hold your
My people are familiar with these beasts.
What are they?
If I'm not mistaken, they're troglodytes. Evolutionary transition from ape to man. Some of the species must have found an amiable environment below the surface, thereby avoiding extinction.
You mean missing links? Speaking of missing links, where's Tony?
Estrella, this is the scientific chance of a lifetime.
Sidearm.
Estrella! We have to gather data on these creatures. It could prove invaluable in our search for habitability. Estrella! Estrella!
Look at this.
Wait. Hold it. Just stay here.
I've got the uncomfortable feeling they've already made contact. All right. Margaret, run a geostability scan. I'm going after him.
Devin, I need you to run a geostructural analysis of the surrounding area. We might have to be here for a while.
There is a disturbing number of serious deep-level geostructural faults in the immediate area. I do not suggest remaining here for more than 2 hours. Even that may be pushing it.
I'll let the captain know.
Let me go with you, Cap.
No, I need you here. They need you here. Besides, when we find Estrella, Chalmers here is the only one who might be able to talk them into giving him back.
Devin says 2 hours, maximum.
Well then, if we're not back in 2 hours or haven't made radio contact, you do whatever you have to save the Adventure.
What?
I say, Chris, is that absolutely necessary?
For the good of the many, Professor.
Yep, Captain.
That's an order. You clear?
Looks like we're not the first.
Not even close.
My God, Chris, look at this. This might be their history. How they came to dwell below the surface, through a volcano.
Uncle Jim was right.
Look, there's more. It would appear the Trogs don't like visitors.
My God, you don't think Estrella is...
I'll try and talk to them.
That's all? Guarantee they know how to use these things.
Then what do we do now?
Well, I'll let you know what I think of it.
Repeat. Access not authorized.
Dallas?
It's cold in here.
We have to keep it cool to protect the computer system.
I do not mean that kind of cold. My people are used to that. I am talking about the woman who lives within this wall. She has no heart.
What do you suppose that was all about?
Maybe he meant Devin?
How long have they been out?
A little over an hour.
Forget this. I'm going after them.
Sit down and relax, Mr. Briggs. It's an order.
Captain? Chalmers, Tony. You all right? Yeah, I'm fine. That's more than I can say for the company.
They're offering us food. Always a good sign. Let's sit.
Chris, do you read me? Over. Dr. Chalmers, this is Margot. Come in, please. Over.
Anything?
No. They've still got 20 minutes.
Oh, God. I can't eat any more of this crap.
Force yourself. Smile. They want to have us for dinner.
Well, why are they feeding us now?
You don't understand. They're fattening us up. They are having us for dinner.
What?
You have only 3. You were sent to take them all. Silence, animal! Don't talk to me of white-furred demons. I am the demon you must fear. Damn you! No, let him go for now. But see to it the ship is watched. I must think.
Because people have been so expressive about the taste of baking soda toothpaste, Colgate created Colgate Baking Soda Toothpaste with extra fine baking soda, natural mint flavor, and fluoride for healthy white teeth. It's better tasting than the leading baking soda paste. People couldn't be more expressive about it. Colgate Baking Soda Toothpaste, the better tasting one. Now you can get the better taste of Colgate Baking Soda Toothpaste in a minty new gel.
A cold isn't always just here. Sinuses can get congested, too. That's why there's Advil Cold and Sinus. One ingredient for aches and pains, another for sinus congestion. It's all connected.
Advil Cold and Sinus, advanced formula for the cold season.
When we gave the Escort of the 90s more power, better handling, more room, and a sleeker look, we received a special recognition. More repeat buyers than any small car in America. Ford Escort.
Some grown-up advice about breakfast.
I don't care what your friends do. Eat. What's your hurry? You're not leaving this house.
For all you adults who rush out without breakfast, why not try something new?
2 words. Blueberry.
The delicious taste of Kellogg's Blueberry Pop-Tarts.
Blueberries are our friends.
Loaded with luscious blueberry flavor in every bite.
It's rectangular.
They weren't kidding. They're good. Kellogg's Blueberry Pop-Tarts. Real good, real fast.
Like that. Someday you'll thank me.
She went around the world to escape her ex-husband.
He's following me around Paris.
What should have been the vacation of her life.
This man is dangerous.
She may never live to tell about. Connie Selica, Ed Marinero. Passport to Murder, NBC next Sunday.
NBC Sunday Night Movie will return following these messages.
They looked like the perfect family who had everything to live for until the night the illusion wore off. And two brothers were arrested for an unthinkable crime.
Read him his rights.
Murdering their own parents.
My husband is innocent.
Based on the California murder that shocked a nation.
We're gonna be okay.
Bloodlines, NBC Monday.
Coming up on the news at 11 o'clock, an armed standoff between hundreds of cops and members of a religious cult continues at this hour in Texas. 4 federal agents and 2 people inside the compound have already been killed. We'll have a live report at 11.
Do you have a doctor?
No, I have a pediatrician.
Do you know what a pediatrician is?
A baby doctor.
And where's your liver?
Right in your back somewhere.
And your onions?
Right here. I like to be healthy. I'm really glad there's doctors.
What if you didn't have bones?
Your body would fall apart.
And you would?
Fall apart, and then glue yourself back together.
Do you need a doctor to do that?
Yeah.
At Vons, we think price surveys should reflect how you really shop. So in our survey, we asked Vons shoppers to show us their real receipts as they left our store. And even though we're the biggest believers in double coupons, even we were surprised. The average savings for Vons double coupon shoppers in the Los Angeles area is almost 12%. 12%. Remember that number the next time you see someone else's survey. It's what makes Vons a better place to save.
And begin. Now lift and squeeze. And keep it moving. Now we're cooking. All right, feels great, doesn't it?
With $1,000 cash back on the Pontiac Grand Am, you'll have plenty of money to send your kids away to school. Far away. See your Pontiac dealer today.
She's emerged through tragedy and glory and has never enjoyed life like this before. Jackie O, Plain and Tall on the next hard copy. Monday at 7:30.
Journey to the Center of the Earth continues, starring Jeffrey Nordling, Farrah Forkey, and John Neville.
It's been 2 hours.
Well,
Well, what, Mr. Briggs?
we just gonna leave him out there or what?
I don't know about you, but I had a real hard time understanding the captain's last order.
You know, I couldn't make it out either.
Yeah. I didn't hear a thing.
I heard him. He said, if we're not back within 2 hours, we're supposed to leave without him. Ooh.
Gear up. We're going after him.
You stay here.
Oh, I think we should take him with us. He would make an excellent guide.
I like it. Devin, I'm putting you on full security alert.
What are you doing?
You gear up, I get down.
Yeah, whatever.
Security program loading now.
Now activating ship security. Warning, main hatch closing and hull electrified at 500 megawatts.
What does this mean?
It means trouble. Come on, let's go. Go.
Then it is as I thought. The others follow. And the book. Their spirit keeps guard over it within their ship and prevents our entry. Then quickly, bring Katia back so I can warn them of their approach.
No way. Nothing there.
So where are they? They may have gone through that passageway beyond.
What damn passageway?
The one beneath the boulder.
Come on.
Can you not feel it? The path. It's still warm.
But it's a dead end.
No. Look further. There.
Get up. Lights out.
They're ugly. They ain't stupid. They got sentries all over the place. We gotta find a way over that ridge.
Eyes up. Okay, go. They're gonna burn him alive. Oh, no. Oh, there's one more thing. They've got these two big stone heads. They look just like Dallas.
Frogs are deathly afraid of my people. They think we are demons.
How come it's like pulling teeth to get anything out of you?
Oh.
Miller, help me rig a harness and tackle for the big guy.
You got it.
Worthless slime. You were told to bring him, not kill him. He's useless to me now. Go. Tell me if the Krog have taken the others. Quickly. For 3 millennia, I have been left to suffer in this hell. But freedom reaches for me now.
Why are you doing this?
Because you're gonna help us get our friends out of there.
Huh?
Strap you in a cradle. Hang you on a roller, sail you across the rope. Fly over the turbulence, scare the hell out of them. They run for cover, we duck in and grab the captain and the others.
Oh, that's sick.
Good. Go ahead and puke. That'll scare them even more.
See, I can't.
You either do it on a rope, or you do it free fall. It's all the same to me.
I won't allow any threats.
I've seen guys like him. They just need to be convinced.
You've seen guys like him? I don't think so, Briggs. I thought we were your friends.
My first.
Then why won't you help us? We believe that a friend is more important than any law.
You get straight over the village, drop these. They detonate on impact.
No harm.
They won't hurt anyone, Dallas. They're just fireworks.
Yeah. You'll be the bright spot of their day. You ready?
No!
Good. Give him help, big guy.
I'll do the captain. Get Sean.
Come on. We ain't home yet. Now show us the way out of here.
Escaped. I don't care how, damn you! But they run for their ship, yes.
Okay, big guy. Let's find some cover. Come on.
This Camel's system is so adaptive it can travel 50 miles in desert heat without taking fluid, making it one of the world's most dependable animals. This automobile system is so adaptive that if necessary for your safety, it is engineered to travel 50 miles in desert heat without a single drop of coolant, which might also tell you something about its dependability. The Seville STS with a North Star system by Cadillac, changing the way you think about American automobiles.
Let's not unpack.
Do it tomorrow. I wish we were still in Vienna.
Me too. Here, this'll take you back.
Chocolate. This reminds me of the coffee that we had.
That night.
New Viennese Chocolate Cafe. Rich coffee with a touch of luscious chocolate.
That was my favorite night in Vienna.
But we never went out.
Celebrate the moment. New from General Foods International Coffees.
The classics have never sounded so good than during the JCPenney Spring Wardrobe Sale. Starting with this number, 25% off all Stafford and Palm Beach suits and separates. Or get into these classic pieces by Hager and J.T. Beckett. You'll find a lot of blues, a little brass, and a few bars of color just to jazz things up. The JCPenney Spring Wardrobe Sale. See your local paper.
Sunspot by Sun Chips. Sun Chips multi-grain snacks. There's nothing quite like that delicious sun-drenched taste. Sunscreen by Sun Chips. One bite and you'll know why a little sun never tasted so good.
Day 2. Details, details, details. They think of everything. After a day of sightseeing, Royal Caribbean had iced tea and juices waiting for us at the dock. Back on the ship, an artist was carving an ice sculpture for the midnight buffet. That kind of attention to detail seems not the exception but the rule. We could all learn something from the way they do business at Royal Caribbean.
You've got some Royal Caribbean coming.
Look inside the criminal mind.
You think you left the cops anything to work with?
I sure as hell hope not.
For the first time, a groundbreaking drama takes you inside the mind of a criminal.
What would you do if somebody put $1 million on a silver platter in front of you?
And into the minds of the cops who must corner them. Because to catch a criminal, you have to think like one.
These were clever people you were dealing with.
We were lucky it didn't blow up in our faces.
From the producer of Law and Order, Crime and Punishment premieres Wednesday on NBC.
Your neighborhood drugstore is going, almost gone, because chain stores and healthcare groups are squeezing out the little guy. Will your pharmacist survive? Monday on NBC Nightly News.
Have you ever considered going into teaching? Think about it. Little tiny short people would admire you. You would own many, many pencils. You would also help kids learn to read, or to love science, or have self-respect. You could be the one teacher they'll remember all their lives. The more you know about teaching, the more you know it's a rewarding, important profession. And you get the big desk with little tiny drawers, all your own. It's good.
Okay, big guy, do your thing.
That's no way to treat a demon.
Great.
They cannot be allowed to leave. I have no choice now. Prepare yourselves to ensure my return. I can venture from here for no more than a handful of minutes. But I must have their piece of the book.
Damn! Guns jammed.
They still come for us.
Come on, guys, let's get out of here, man. Go! Let's go! Let's go!
It is time. Go now, all of you, and be there when I call.
Devin, initiate emergency takeoff protocol. Let's get this thing in the air.
Roger. Side thrusters going to full.
ELIS protocol engaged. Main engines firing in 8 seconds.
Margot, Briggs.
Activating HG navigation now, Captain.
Scanners up and sweeping.
We have ignition on all main engines. Prepare for liftoff in 10 seconds. 9, 8.
Time to strap yourselves in, people.
4, 3, 2. We have liftoff, Captain.
Assume stable hover at 18 meters and prepare for level flight.
Approaching stable hover. 18
You're clear
meters.
to take it out that hole you blew to get us out, Captain.
Ahead 1/4 and turn us to port. 12 degrees.
Engines ahead at 2.5 V, Captain.
And bearing 169 just below that cliff ahead, Lestrella.
Oh! Danger! anomaly. Primary grid overloading. Circuit relay failure imminent. Initiating fire control system.
My foot!
Give me your piece of the book. I beg you.
Life support reaching critical.
Somebody want to tell me who or what the hell that just was?
Well, I can't swear to it, but I think that's who's been hounding us since we got here. And I think this is why.
For this? But what is it?
That piece is only a small part of the Book of Knowledge.
Doesn't look like a book.
More like a puzzle, really. It's a cosmic force that's making the Holy Grail pale into insignificance. Just before the demise of Atlantis, the high priests of the city used a craft to descend into a volcano. Sound familiar? Mythology states that the priests then built, deep within the earth, the legendary library of Atlantis.
A library?
Probably destroyed. What we saw were only a few pieces of the puzzle. It's a spiritual circuit board of sorts. It contains a mystical energy that could enlighten mankind. However, if it were to fall into the wrong hands, it could be a source of evil power. It could enslave the human race forever.
He wasn't lying.
Who?
Wentworth. He knew all about this puzzle. I was supposed to let him know if we found it.
Looks like your billionaire has a hidden agenda. World dominion, if you will.
How many of these pieces are there?
No way of knowing till they're all assembled. It's based on a technology that doesn't yet exist, or rather used to, but was lost with Atlantis. It's a crossing point. The bridge from this world, with its finite knowledge, to the next one, to the infinite.
So, it must store...
If I'm not mistaken, a combination to the maze. Without it, we may never get out of here.
I know this journey has not been a smooth one. There's not one of us who hasn't had second thoughts, fears about what may lay ahead. But down here, we and only we control our destiny. Our strength is in us as one. And as one, we will survive.
Let's do it.
With you, Captain.
Devon, status and helm control, if you please.
Maintaining level flight at 50 meters. Forward scanners read all clear, and the helm is yours now, Captain.
Full ahead, Lestrella. Forward. Ever forward. I guess it wasn't until then I realized there exists a strange and unknown place like this in all of us. For me, it was becoming captain. But I'd looked into that darkness now and seen more than I ever thought possible. And the journey was just beginning.
The Channel 4 News is next. Tonight we'll have live coverage of the continuing standoff with a religious cult where 4 federal agents were gunned down today. And a bulletproof vest saves an officer's life in Inglewood.
Also, who set the deadly bomb at the World Trade Center? And which of our canyon roads will be open for the morning commute? Find out next on the Channel 4 News.
My name's Lisa Mickelson, and I work for MCI. I'm Wilma Knox.
I'm Jonathan Shaw.
If you're thinking about joining MCI and Friends and Family...
This is the...
That our plant's closing.
that we're leaving California because of our pollution or something. The layoffs.
No, that's not true, Frank.
I know a lot of people will be very glad to hear that. Yeah, come here. Why not just tell them the truth?
Because truth is, we're not moving.
We're not.
Remember that Edison rep who called? She stopped by today. Says there are things we can do to run this place cleaner and cheaper.
So we can stay.
Yeah, and even make some money.
So when did you decide?
Just now.
In the debate over jobs versus the environment, at Edison, we believe with a little energy efficiency, we can have both.
New Orleans is very much a food city.
Where'd you have dinner last night?
People come here to eat. They want an experience.
Well, what did you have?
And it's not supposed to taste like it was cooked in Florida. It's supposed to taste like it was cooked in New Orleans. This is home. So we find the American Express card, it makes the customer feel so at ease, and you never get caught short.
American Express is welcomed at Commander's Palace and other hot spots.
Colts, Buccaneers, Lions, Cowboys, Seahawks, Rams.
After the teams chose the inspiration for their names, they chose GTE, the telecommunications consultant to the NFL. Imagine what GTE could do for you.
Marching unit.
Now, featuring the court jester and his troupe of entertainers, Rotary International brings us its entry called Performing for a Better World. The jester is decorated with a combination of mums, carnations, and glads. His mandolin is covered with palm fiber, poppy seeds, millet seeds. Oh, it's beautiful. In the old world, you know, the court jesters were symbols of humor and joy, kind of like you are, Bob.
Well, the performance wheels are built to scale in order to carry and contain the gymnast. Choreographer Jamie Nichols is performing on this float, as is gymnastic coach and stuntman Mike Washlake. Each year, 13,000 people travel to other countries through Rotary International's exchange programs. Boy, this is a magnificent float.
Craig Gibbons designed this for CE Bent, and it is really something. You know, you look at something and you think it's gold, then you realize it's flowers. That takes a lot of work.
The Sundowners.
Billy Rates, the marshal, composed of friends who are parade champions of competitions throughout California. These are all prize riders.
Well, hi there.
Too much good stuff to get all in. I wish you could see all the notes that we don't have time to share with you. But something is better than nothing, right? It's a wonderful parade.
And we're glad you could join us this morning on KTLA Channel 5. We think we give you the very best coverage. At least we certainly try to do so. And let's go right back to the parade.
Grandmother reading from the Bible to her grandchildren in this entry from the Lutheran Layman's League called I Love to Tell the Story. I think I'll sing it for you now. Some of the goodwill ambassadors for this float are riding this year. They're Jennifer, Amanda, and Rebecca Gast, whose parents have worked as pedal pushers, float decorators, you know, for many years on the Lutheran Layman's League floats. The grandmother's Afghan is created with carnations, mums, and straw flowers, thousands of them.
And the Cathedral Radio was designed to reflect the type of radio which first broadcast the Lutheran Hour 62 years ago. In 1992, it began broadcasting in portions of the former Soviet Union. Volunteers helping to flower this float started working every Saturday after Thanksgiving and then around the clock beginning December 26th. So it's really a community effort on behalf of the Lutheran Layman's League. I love to tell the story. Thank you to American Express and to Diet Coke for sponsoring today's telecast of this, the 104th Tournament of Roses Parade here on KTLA Channel 5.
And this is the Mercer Island High School Marching Band from Mercer Island, Washington. ready to talk about Meredith Wilson. Well, there you go.
Maybe next year.
Sure.
This is Magic in Reverse, portraying a reverse of traditional magic roles. The city of South Pasadena brings us their entry. Here we have a zesty, flower-waving lady popping out of a rabbit's hat. You get it, folks? It's backwards.
Yeah.
Every year, the city of South Pasadena accepts float ideas from the community, and this design was taken from an idea by 10-year-old Eva Dixon.
Oh.
The lady is waving a bouquet of straw flowers, mums, oncidium, and orchids. Her